morning everyone, and wishing all our Sinhala and Tamil viewers a very, very auspicious New Year's Day, this 14th of April. It's lovely to have you on the program this morning, and of course bright and early on Aurudu Day. It's always a very special day for all of us Sri Lankans, whether we celebrate it with the traditions or not. It's still a time for you to get together, to respect elders, to get together as a family, and to really celebrate the joy of this season. And on this very auspicious day, we have a very special guest with us, someone who is very knowledgeable when it comes to Sinhalese culture as well as Sinhalese language. And we have with us, we've had him on the show before as well, Professor Emeritus, Professor J.B. Disanayaka. It's lovely to have you on the show this morning, sir.
Thank you very much.
Very good morning and welcome to the show. And this is a very auspicious day. I'm very glad that you found some time to be with us this morning. And of course, when we speak about Aurudu and its origins, but before we go to that, I'd like to ask you, when you were a young lad, what was Aurudu like for you?
That was many, many decades ago. I come from a village up in the mountains, mountain area in Kagal. So it's a real village of, paddy fields, a village that was surrounded by mountains on either side. It's lovely to have a New Year there, because when you're just in the open. After the harvest, you can run about in the fields which have been harvested. So we played there, and when New Year comes, you have so many games played in the paddy fields, without the paddy corn at that time. So it takes back, it's very nostalgic, you see. We can't have it again because things are changing. Our village is changing. Agricultural patterns are changing. In those days, we spend hours in the night, in the moonlight, threshing paddy. We don't do it anymore. The Japanese machines are there which do it in a fast way. So there we took the entire night from evening till next morning or a few more hours. But now everything is finished in 2 hours. And there's no need to sing or do anything of the kind. So things are changing. But the New Year still continues.
Of course.
And the strangest thing, Amaya, about our single New Year, that's the strangest thing about any New Year in the world, I think. Now, normally, if you divide time either into hours or days or months or year, we divide into segments. When the new one begins at the very moment the old one comes to an end. Say Tuesday begins, Monday comes to an end.
Okay, yes.
And January begins, where December comes to an end. Only exact point. However, when the single New Year comes into being, it is over and you wait for a few hours for the New Year to come. That's very funny because usually it should begin where it ends. But there's a few hours, around 4 hours or so, when the New Year is over, but the New Year has not come yet. So you're waiting to usher in the New Year. Spend a few hours.
That's what we call the Nonagate.
That is called, that's called Nonagate, because finally we are out of time. Because the time one should begin at where the other ends. But you are waiting, so the old year is over, you are no more in the old world, the new year has not come into being, you are not in the new year yet, so where are you? You are out of time.
That's very true.
Out of time.
When taking that context.
Yes, the sun is out of time. That is, sun is crossing now. He's in transit. So when the sun is in transit on the Pisces to Aries again, there's a period of time which doesn't belong either to the old year nor to the new year. Like the no man's land in countries of Europe and all that.
That's true.
There's a no man's land between Italy and Switzerland which doesn't belong to anybody. It's called no man's land. Similarly, we have a no man's time. So because we are out of time, you don't have auspicious moments. Because auspicious moments are part of a time.
Exactly. And
if there's no time, how can there be auspicious moments? You can't have. So there is a period of time when no auspicious moment occur. Therefore, we say it's non-time when there are no auspicious moments. Suba nakat ne. Nakat natinda no nakata kiyena. No nakata kiyane no nagate kiyena kai. So this is the whole point of the word nonagate, pronounced by villagers with the change of k to g. No nakata, no nagata.
It's easier to say.
It's easier to say it. So that's it. So this is the only year of that kind,
Definitely.
where you wait for the dawn of a new year. Others it just dawns.
So where did this originate actually? In what point of time in Sri Lankan history?
Well, now you
did
see,
this celebration-
of course, then whenever that began, it got linked with another calendar. Now, the Western calendar is called the Gregorian calendar. Now, 2014 is according to that one. Now, we have another calendar, kind of originated by a dynasty of Indian king called the Shakas.
Okay.
They came into power 78 years after Christ. An Indian dynasty came into power, and the first king thought, we also must do something so that we'll be remembered by everybody later. So he designed a calendar.
Okay.
So since they were the Shakas, this was called the Shaka calendar, called Shaka Varsha.
That was
So we are
their
celebrating the Shaka
legacy.
Varsha really.
Oh, I see.
And to calculate the Shaka Varsha, all that what you have to do is to subtract 78 from the present year.
Right.
That's 78 years, for them to come into being.
Yes.
So that works out to now this year it will be 1936th. So on April 4th, the new year that comes into being is 1936.
I see.
And that got kind of amalgamated or blended with our own rituals.
So, are there any links between Indian festivals
Of course.
and Sri Lankan New Year?
Yes, all of us are, whether we are Sinhala or Tamil, we all have roots in India.
Okay.
Most of us came from India. Of course, there were so many at that time here. So all got together. So our roots are there.
Of course.
So therefore, we all, and in this kind of world, we all look up to the sun as the God that gives us everything.
Yes.
The sun. So this is
Especially in an agriculture-based society.
Yeah, the new year means the sun goes, we believe, not that sun goes anywhere, sun is in the center of the solar system, it doesn't move at all, scientifically, only the earth moves around the sun.
Yes.
But we believe, in our world, we believe that the sun is moving on a circle called the zodiac, which is divided 12 segments called Rashis.
Or houses.
Houses, Rashis, what you call Rashi Chakra. So in a circle, there is no beginning, no end.
Yes.
Like the circle here or oval, only a line has a beginning and end. So if it's a circle, how can there be a beginning or an end? So we have to agree on some point, all right. So they have decided for some reason, let's consider Pisces, the meaner, as the last house. And the next one, Mesa as the first one.
Okay.
So the sun takes 365 days to go around, come to Pisces, wait there for a while, then cross over to Aries again and begin a new year.
Okay.
So this is what happened. This is the accepted way. It would have been between any other 2 point Rashis. But for some reason we had that because I think either the Indians gave us the idea or our agrarian kind of rites and rituals made us do it in April. But these not only in our country, in Bangladesh, for example, though it's a Muslim country, they do celebrate this.
Oh, I see.
Thailand, of course, being a Buddhist country, they do celebrate that. All kind of Theravada countries in the world celebrate. In fact, in Thailand, same day, April 14th, they call it Songkran. Songkran means Sankranti.
Oh, I see.
So we say Nonakata, Nonakate, and all that, but there's Sankranti. And what they do is a real water festival. They shower water on you. You can't go on the streets.
Yes.
You can go if you are ready for it. You kind of have a bath on the highways. It's very fun, like the Holi festival in India. It's very interesting. Young people, old people, everybody, and tourists in particular. They look forward to this.
Yeah, and they go to Thailand.
And April is another hot period even in Thailand. So they do splash water. So they really enjoy something. It's hosepipe, not just a bucket full of water. All that. And they, like in India, they do. You have a kind of privilege of applying something on the face of girls and boys. If I want to do something, I on that. I'm allowed to do that on that particular day. Not on another day. So yeah, a
bit of freedom there.
Bit of freedom there because everybody is happy on that day.
Of course.
Yes.
But in Sri Lanka, this particular
that
New
is
Year
not there.
Is,
the water is there, but not for throwing at others. But immediately after anointing oil on your head, we go to a well in the villages and have a bath. and all relatives get together. It's again a water festival. Keep on bathing and washing yourself, knowing to it, chatting, discussing, solving problems, talking about it very informally, and bathing. It's not a kind of indoor bathing like in Colombo houses. It's
a communal activity.
It's a very especially on a New Year's Day, it's a very communal activity.
Okay.
People get together at a common place and have a bath.
So Professor J.B. Dissanayake is with us to talk about more of these traditions that we follow on the New Year's festival, and of course sports play a big role in that as well. So we're going to all of these traditions that we have all known since our small days. Do stay with us. We'll be right back on Good Morning Sri Lanka. Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. You're here with me, Amaya, on New Year's Day, and of course I have with me Professor Emeritus of Linguistics, Professor J.B. Dissanayake, and he's been talking to us about how his Aurudu used to be those days and the origin of this New Year's festival. But going to the fun part of Aurudu, especially for, I guess, all the youngsters out there, because we have a lot of traditions that come as part and parcel of this New Year festival, and it's become something that's a part of every single Aurudu each and every year, but it never gets old. We all enjoy it always. And I have to ask the professor now, what are some of your favorite traditions, sir?
Well, like everybody else, we will start playing games, indoor games and outdoor games, which we never played at other times. At other times we play cricket.
That is very true.
Football.
You don't even see a ball in a bat on Aurudu Day.
No, there are many other kind of folk origins. We enjoy that. And I said earlier said the sun is at a crossing.
Yes.
That's what makes it why we have to play. Sun is at a crossing, and a crossing is kind of dangerous in a ritualistic sense, because you are neither there nor here. At a crossing, you are neither here nor there. You are in between. So there's ambiguity. So ambiguity is considered rather dangerous.
Okay.
Therefore, during that period of transition of the sun from Pisces to Aries, we want to make sure that we are in a safe place. So the safest place for us is the temple. So for Buddhists, Sinhala Buddhists, it's a must to go to the temple in Nonagate. Of course, we are free as Buddhists to go to temple at any time of the year. Any time, any day, there's nothing.
Of course.
Anytime. If you want to acquire merit, there's no time limit. But this is kind of prescribed as the Punya Kale, labeled Punya Kale, time for merit making. Because the sun is crossing, the sun is neither here nor there, in an ambiguous state, therefore you make sure you are safe.
Yes.
And safest place is the temple, you go and go with the family. Then, because it's a dangerous period, you should not touch any of the symbols of fertility. The life becomes fertile only because we have certain things to make our life fertile, prosperous. Three of the most important things are water, fire and milk.
Okay.
So these are the things that gives you life. We begin with, a child is born, begins his life with milk. Then we have water later. Then we need fire to boil the milk or whatever it is.
Yes.
So water, fire and milk are the most important things that matter to us. And those three are not touched